Well, we knew Wichita State coming in was playing really good basketball. Just seems like they've come together, and when we saw that firsthand today, credit to Coach Brown and their group, but just too much for us to stop. And I thought that we played harder in stretches late, but not throughout enough to give them enough resistance, especially around the paint. I know that's what we were most concerned about, is their ability to get it around the rim, and just didn't have enough resistance there today.
The way you guys played in the last few minutes, you just wish you could bottle that, and I know it's probably not possible to play that intensely the whole game, but when you see them do it in stretches, is that encouraging or frustrating?
Well, I know it's a different part of the game. They're trying to play keep away. They're trying to run clock. They're trying to. It's different. But there's no doubt. I thought that we played with urgency, and that's exactly what we talked about at the beginning of the game. That we have to have a higher level of urgency to do a few things, and that was take care of the basketball, take away their transition baskets, and just prevent at all costs their scores around the rim. And we just didn't do that enough throughout.
Not having Anthony, you needed some other guys to step up. Did you see some of that maybe from different guys?
Yeah, I was happy for BB. BB, he's been playing better. He's been finding his shots. He's been finding his stride a little bit, and I thought he was aggressive. Of course, especially late as we were trying to really scramble around. Tim made some key baskets. So it's a hard thing because you need everybody to be able to step up in some ways, and especially on the defensive end. And we just didn't have enough of it tonight.
Is that a short-term situation with Anthony, you think?
It's going to be evaluated again tomorrow, and we'll see.
You got a couple road games this week. How do you feel about where you guys are heading into those?
Yeah, we're we got to continue to get better. There's things that I think that we can get better at more than others. But we've got to find a way to especially get better on the defensive end of showing some more resistance. The things that we can do physically, I think we can do better. Putting our body in front of people, we're hesitant. We're hesitant to really take hits and charges and running through just a number of different lineups to just try to see who's willing to do it. And we're having a hard time protecting the basket that way.
I don't know if it was something that happened in that scrum or whatever, because it was pretty wild the last 52 seconds, the pace and everything. But you really got angry with about 10 seconds left and walked 60 feet to talk to an official. Were you just blown off steam in the moment and the frustration of the last few weeks came to a head, or what happened in that moment that got you angry enough to walk 60 feet over to talk to an official?
I was just trying to get you to ask me about it, Bill, in the media, so.
I didn't know, because, there was still the potential for a miracle had you converted on that in that moment, right?
Yeah. I was just fighting for our guys, fighting for our guys. I thought I saw something that they clearly didn't see, and was just fighting for our guys. And I'm always going to do that, going to fight for our guys.
Because, I just don't remember you being quite that heated. But I haven't seen every game either. Now, with regard to rebounds, at one point in the second half, you were almost doubled on rebounds. Is that more effort, or is that more physics?
There's a couple things. One, we miss a whole lot more shots than they did. So there was opportunity for them to get just that quantity of rebounds. There is a physical component. We're smaller as we line up every night. But without a doubt, I do think there is absolutely room for us to get more physical with the bodies that we have. And we're just, when we do absolutely sell out to that area and hit, it's right. It's just the beauty of basketball is that it's ongoing and up and down, and being able to play through fatigue and play through a mistake on the other end and still remember to do those gritty things.
You and I talked a few days ago, and you talked about, it's pretty interesting, how if you can improve on 3 possessions, it'll change a lot of games. Your first game at Wichita, your game at Wichita is a perfect example of that 4-point game. That day it's 30-30 on rebounds. Is today a reflection of maybe, I don't know, 'cause, I mean, you can't blame that on Anthony being out. But to have such a discrepancy today, ultimately the discrepancy on rebounds isn't that dramatic. But like I said, I think at one point it was 40-21 on boards. And so is that just go back to what you alluded to with missing so many shots and them having chances, or is it maybe some fatigue at this point?
Yeah,
on your
I'd have to do
guys?
the math because I think if you look at rebound percentage, just the number of rebounds that we're able to get, they beat us, but it's not entirely drastic. They shot 52% for the game, and we shoot 42%. And then also the number of free throws that we missed just gives them opportunities to rebound the ball and get more numbers in that. But we absolutely have to rebound better. We have to find a way. And I do think Wichita State, especially Rojas, he's playing at the highest level that he's played. He's been injured. He's healthy now. He's got an extra pop in his step than that first game around. You can just see it, and you can see it in the other games that they've played. But they've got a number of guys that are going to the glass, and Porter is a guy that even at the guard spot, I mean, he gets 10 rebounds today. So just a lot of pressure from a number of different guys going to the glass for them.
Does it make you rest a little easier, though, knowing you had, like, here today, a 6'9" incoming guy and a 6'8" incoming guy? And I don't pretend to know what their games look like with regard to rebounding and physicality and all that, but they are 6'9" and 6'8", and they were here today. Was that a coordinated visit, or did it just happenstance that they were both able to be here?
Yeah, both guys just happened to be here. This was unofficial. They just wanted to come to a game. They had did not have a game today or practice today, so they both decided to come. And our focus is entirely on improvement. We talked about that the other day. How do we help this group maximize and become as very best as they possibly can be, and then we also do that in recruiting. You just want to recruit the best fits for the University of Tulsa, and address needs to try to get better and better.
This is it for me, but is the one positive takeaway today that you did have a point? Tulsa there was a fork in the road today where you could have lost by 40 or fought your guts out, and you fought your guts out and lose by 11. Is that the positive takeaway of the day?
Well, I think there's a couple things. I think that is one for sure, because you could lay down and just say, hey, let's get this over with, and that's really not been our team, and I'm proud of them for that. Like, this is all about just keep taking steps and moving forward. I think another positive is we had another lively group of people coming to the Reynolds Center here today to support us. And I know we're not having the type of season in the wins column that we'd all like, but people are continuing to come and support, and I think that's a big positive. So, and then I think another positive is we're seeing some growth from some guys, and that's clearly what we're looking for. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everybody.